Hey, what's up guys? Banks Walls here with a video on the Chinese WZ-120 medium tank. So basically, when I first created this account, I gone up this line and now I'm here after when was my account created? 14 March. So March, April, May, June, July. After 4 months I'm here at tier 9. So yeah, some of my stats. 2,222 battles, 50% victory, 48% defeat. My maximum destroyed 6 in my SU. I got a few top guns in several tanks, not only the SU-122-44, but that's the latest tank I got my top gun in. So yeah, and my maximum experience was in my WZ-131. So first off, like I said, I've only got this account for 4 months, and this is all the tanks I have so far. After 4 months, I know that's very less. I know, but it's only 4 months, so yeah, I'm expecting to have many more videos and games on both tanks. And so yeah, on to today's video of the WZ-120. The WZ-120 has 1,650 hit points, which is average for a medium tank. Let's check out the German, the E50. There it is. Let's see. 1,650, yeah, around there. But that's with the stock tower, so I get around 100 more HP for the E50, around 1,750. So yeah, around there is pretty average. It's quite light, or I don't know, light or heavy, but it's 40-ton weight load limit, and for the equipment I fitted on it, it weighs 37.65 tons, and this is with all the modules research. This is with all the modules research. So it weighs that's the weight of it when it's fully loaded with the modules. So it has 600 horsepower, which means it gets a horsepower to weight ratio of 15.94, or about 16. So this tank can get to its top speed of 56 kilometers per hour quite quickly, but it's not exactly the fastest tank in the world nor the heaviest, but it's pretty agile or nimble for a medium tank. 46 degree traverse speed, yeah, pretty good. 100 hull armor at the front, not including slope over here. 80 at the sides and 45 at the rear. The rear is actually sloped back a little, just a tiny bit, as you can see over here. So it's not gonna help that much. Anything which shoots you at the back, especially tier 9 and tier 8, and tier 10, which you'll normally be facing, will pen you easily from the back. At the side, 85, I mean 80, sorry. Whole armor, not turret. Whole armor, so it's also very weak. Anything which shoots you over here can pen you, especially since you have a large dead space over here just above the tracks, where enemies can aim and go straight through. If the enemies aim at your track, they might just track you and do no actual damage, just critical damage to your tracks, which is detrack you. And at the front, 100 hull armor. If you're lucky, you can get some bounces off this flat area, but most of the time enemy tanks will penetrate you from the front easily. So next, the turret armor. With the upgraded turret armor, you have 220 at the front, 160 at the sides, 65 at the rear. So it's pretty well armored turret. The stock turret has hang on. Yeah, the stock turret has 200 at the front, 130 at the sides, and 60 at the rear. So yeah, it's worth. But if you can see over here, you can see that the stock turret has 46 degrees traverse speed, and the upgraded turret has 42 traverse speed. So you lose 4 degrees of traverse for 10 meters more view range and around 55 millimeters more armor in total. So 220 at the front, if you get hauled down, they might have some problems penetrating your front if you get hauled down. At the sides, if you're lucky, you get bouncers, and it's also pretty rounded. So yeah, lucky bouncers. If you get at the rear, anything that shoots you will just pan, like always. So next, we go on to the gun, and there's 4 choices of gun, 2 of which is pretty useless at tier 9. The worst with 181 penetration, and the second worst with 189 penetration. So this gun is from the WZ-132, and this is from the WZ-131. So after that, you have this tier 9 100mm 62-100T with 215 penetration and 265 premium, and it's a long barrel gun. Let's look at its stat. 100mm, 7.32 rate of fire, and according to the reload mod I have, the crosshair mod, it's around around near 7, so close to 7 seconds for in between shots. That means reload 7 seconds, around there. 215 pen is pretty medium tank light gun. You have to go around the flank of enemies and shoot them at their rear or their sides. And 320 damage, pretty okay. I'll say it's enough since you do 7 rounds per minute. You will destroy the enemy pretty fast, provided you have ally support and you don't get killed. 0.38 accuracy, not the most accurate in the world, nor is it the worst accuracy. Since I've been driving the Soviet tanks in my previous account, this 0.38 accuracy sounds fairly accurate to me. I mean, those of you who drive the Soviet will know how bad the accuracy of the Soviet tanks are. 2.9 seconds aiming time, pretty slow for this sort of gun. For medium, you normally want to have fast aim time so you can get your shot in there as fast as possible and run out and escape before the enemy puts a shot into you. So 2.9 seconds aiming time won't help a lot. And weight is not really that important if you have the second track. So yeah, hang on, can switch back. Okay, so wait, there's the 42 degrees traverse speed. Sorry for skipping from the gun to the turret to the stats again. I apologize, but 42 degrees traverse speed for the turret burns pretty quickly. 390 meter view range, pretty average, and 750 meter signal range, which is pretty. I mean, most of the tier 9s and 10s get 750 signal range, so it's pretty average, no big deal. So now we'll just look at the main gun, the derp gun, which I like using. You can see that the barrel shortens a little. It's quite short actually. Let me just zoom out. Hang on, never mind. It's quite short, the barrel, and also it's pretty thick. I suppose it looks thick to me. The gun barrel looks a bit thick, but anyway, say ho, I like it. I'm just gonna show you how the tank looks like all around. I think this is I think this is a weak spot, this light over here. And the cupola, if you manage to hit them, will penetrate, do damage. The sight anywhere, especially at this dead area over here, dead space, and at the back you can shoot anywhere, like anywhere open. But just make sure you're not shooting his turret, because he can turn his, because the traverse speed is pretty fast, and if he actually turns his turret, your shell may ricochet. So yeah, there's a tank, and now I'm gonna go over my choice of hang on, what should we do first, gun or gun or equipment? Gun first. Okay, gun is more important. So this gun, the dirt gun, is a 122mm 5 rounds per minute, 249 penetration gun. It does 440 damage average and 0.3 accuracy, same as the Tian. That's the other 100mm. 3.4 aiming seconds aiming time. Pretty bad. Yeah, actually very bad. Same aiming time as a T-34, and that is not good in a medium. And 340 premium. The penetration for premium shot 340, but still does the same damage. So yeah. Anyways, this tank is famous or infamous for its very poor gun depression. The 100mm gun only gets -5 degrees of depression. 5 degrees of gun depression, and this 122mm gets only 3 degrees of depression, which is very bad. Especially since especially in those rocky areas where the terrain ain't flat and there's bumps up and down. Yeah, you can't get your gun low enough, and you have to expose most of the tank to get shot into the enemy. But so far I've been enjoying this tank. I really like this tank. I've got a gameplay coming up, very beast gameplay, which I got my daily double in. This was shot, this commentary on the garage and the stats area was shot immediately after that gameplay. That's why you don't see the daily double sign somewhere around here or somewhere like that. And yeah, now let's go over my choice of equipment. I've chosen to fit a gun rammer to help with the aiming time, the horrid 3.4 second aiming time. And I've also fitted a laying drive to help the aiming speed. Got it messed up. Gun rammer to help with the rate of fire, and gun laying drive to help with the aiming speed, the horrid aiming speed. Also chosen to go with improved ventilation, so all my crews will be 105% instead of 100, although it doesn't states over here. But if you move your cursor over to now the crew, it will actually say there at the bottom around, you can see 116% +5 +11. Not sure what's the +11s, but yeah. If you don't choose to go with the ventilation, you can always go with the what's that again? Vert stat, which is very useful in a medium tank, especially since you mostly want to use your mobility to your advantage and circle the enemy. So the vert stat will be a very useful piece of equipment to be fitted in a medium or light. For my crew, I've chosen, for my commander, I've chosen to go with Sixth Sense, and after that Eagle Eye. My gunner, I chose to go with Deadeye and Repairs. My driver, Clutch Braking, Repairs. Clutch Braking to improve his traverse, although it's good enough. Don't you want to turn it just that little bit faster? And go to repairs, and last for my loader, situational awareness and repairs. So these three on the bottom, the not bottom three, but the gunner, driver and loader has repairs, so my tank actually repairs damage thing quite quickly, so I don't always have to use my repair kit, which I have over here. And yeah, so now you might be wondering why do I like this tank. Well, first of all, I really like this tank because of its mobility and the way it looks. It looks like a Type 59 because it is, and it's, yeah, I like the looks of it. And I also like the gun, the dirt gun, the in your face gun. I've been getting I don't know why, but I'm pretty lucky with this gun. I always get a high damage roll around 450 to 550, and occasionally I get low damage rolls, but most of the time it's around 300. I mean not 300, 400 to 550. So I'm pretty lucky with this gun. Pretty good luck with this gun. And I also ammo rack a few tanks with this gun before. So yeah, coming up is a few gameplay of the WZ-120 on the battlefield. I hope you guys enjoy this video. Don't forget to rate, comment and subscribe, and stay tuned for the gameplay footage. So here is the very first gameplay with the 122mm cannon, and now we're just waiting for the game to start. We are playing at Fisherman's Bay. But first thing first, if you guys actually watch my KB5 video, you guys will have known that there is this sound and graphics lag. So what happens is you actually hear the sound of the cannon firing, and a second later or something like that, you will actually then see the video showing the tank firing the cannon. So that's a small issue which I hope you guys don't mind. I can't do anything about it, it's just the recording. Yeah, I hope you guys don't mind that too much. But here's a very beast gameplay I had on Fisherman's Bay. Yes, this is pre-recorded. I only put in my commentary after I recorded the video in another program. And in this game I did pretty well with the 122mm gun, and now basically I'm coming up to the center of the this map. I don't normally do this in my tank. I just started doing this a few days ago, just for some reason. I'm not too sure why, but now I'm just sitting around the bush waiting for some targets to pop out on the minimap. So I'm waiting, and if you can see on the team list, it's actually a tier 10 match. So I'm tier 9 and I'm at the bottom half of the list, but that doesn't matter. What matters is the player's skill and his or her ability to make the tank perform at its best, which I think in this case I did fairly well. So here I see a what's that? Not too sure. Can't really see a screen cause on this program when I'm doing the commentary. The screen showing the actual gameplay is quite small, so I'm not too sure that what tank is that, but it seems to be an E75. Yes, it's an E75, you recall. This was shot yesterday. So yeah. So the E75 couldn't aim in time, so he managed to retreat back into the building. I've spotted. I put a shot into him. but I didn't put a shot into him. It missed him. So yeah, bad luck. But he actually wanted to hide, but the back of his tank is still exposed. So I put a shot into him, and I got a bounce. The thing was off my turret, as most of my lower hull, most of my hull armor is actually hidden because of the terrain, the crest. So yeah, I think the shot was bounced off the turret. So the turret is actually very bouncy. And now I'm just basically looking on the other side if there's any, if I can actually shoot any targets on over there. So I already did. Can't see the damage very clearly, but you guys can see the damage. You guys, it's up to you to think whether I did well or not in this game, if I actually played this tank properly. But I like this tank. I really like this tank. It's one of my all-time favorite because of the gun. And yeah, so 10.5 second reload. It's pretty fast for this caliber of gun. So there's this IS-3 he rushed over, and I managed to put a shot into his back, and there's another bounce on my turret. Mind you, I'm actually just it's not that my commentary is lagging or what. It's just that never mind. But anyway, I managed to finish off the Leopard PTA by putting a shot into his front. So now the flank on the open side, not the city area, the valley or whatever you call that, pretty exposed. Yeah, I managed to put a shot into this tank, into this something. You can see that clearly. So yeah, I think I'm just seeing how I'm just waiting for the tank to be exposed again so I can continue shooting them. But they're actually hiding behind that. There's actually a downward slope at that area, so I think they're hiding at the lower ground. Doesn't allow me to shoot at them. Now I'm just trying to assist my airline mates in the city. This is IS-7 over there. I'm just waiting for him to pop out of that in front of his cover, so I can actually push onto him, but he didn't. He actually fall back, and I can see why, cause there's many enemies around him. So he gets killed eventually. Didn't make it in time to put a final shot into him, so yeah, gets killed. Yeah, actually he fell into the water. Now spotted by him, but no big deal. There's no enemy around in the city, and the other flank is now exposed, not totally exposed, but pretty exposed. Not many tanks defending, so I actually went back to defend, and travel back to the base. I just snipe from this center part, this center road, on this center area in this Fisherman's Bay map. So there's a tank over there, put a shot into, just aiming, and that's the depression. Can't really get the gun low enough to actually put shot into the Tiger 2, and thus he's killed by my ally. I could have got him, but it's just a gun depression. I could have shot him, but I know it will bounce in and hit his turret, so no point wasting the shell. I'll just let my ally have him, and now, yeah, as you can see, I'm now basically sniping I'm aiming at my base and waiting for targets pop up. There's a T110 E4. Let's try to him. Hit 414 damage. Not bad. So I actually fall back since I'm spotted. The T110 E4 tried to shoot me, but he missed. So that's good. And then there's this AMX. Push shot into him. 454 damage. Good damage roll. So now I'm just basically waiting for allowing the tiger to spot targets for me. But I tracked that T110 E4. Now he's aiming at me. I fall back, not wanting to get shot by him, and actually appear on the other side of the building. The other building, not the other side, where there's actually more vegetation and more cover. So I managed to actually finish him, if I'm not wrong. Nah, I didn't. I think that got C. I forgot. So right now we already did 2000 plus damage. Not bad. And we are 11 against 11 to 11. So this match is even. So I managed to finish off that T110 E4. Yeah. So now it's left with the object 704, T32 and love. So that's the T32, I suppose. Is that T32? Yeah, that's a T32. The object 704 is actually behind it. T32. So now I'm just wandering around this area. Cause there's a love which is actually at my base. Our base. So I'm waiting for the aim. Go straight to him. 400 and something damage. Now we're up to 3000 plus damage already. I just informed. I will just point out that I'm actually aiming at the love over there, in case my teammates think I'm actually camping or something like that. So now I'm just rushing back to base. I'm still on full health. I'll just take a shot, no big deal. Not like I'll get killed in one shot, unless he ammo racks me, which is pretty unlikely to happen actually. So he spotted, and now I'm spotted as well. I'm spotted by him, he spotted me, I spotted him. The leopard PDA, I think, is trying to act as a distraction, but the lure got shot to me. Damage. Shot. Now he's nearly dead. I went to the front of his tank, fired, destroyed him. He couldn't turn his tower in time, and that's why it's good to have a fast turret traverse. So now I'm just pointing out the last location I think the object 704 was at. And leopard PTA was following behind me, and we decided to go down this 1-2 line and try to come up the flank of the 704, which I did later in the once we get there. We'll see. Right now you can see that this tank is pretty speedy and mobile. It gets to its top speed pretty quickly. It's not those kind of slow medium. It's actually quite fast with nearly 16 horsepower per ton. So it's, yeah, quite fast. So that's a leopard. It's just basically going. So right now, I just want you guys to, I would appreciate if you guys actually commented what are your thoughts about this tank. Do you like it or not? And what are its pros and cons? You can choose not to. I'm just saying it's optional. I just like to see your point of view. Cause in my opinion, I think that this tank is excellent for my playstyle. I really like playing in it. It's fun tank, but yeah. So that's the object of 705 I told you about. He was obviously not aiming at me because he knows that he can't turn in time. So I basically tried shooting on the move, missed. Now he's trying to turn his whole tank towards me. Don't bother, he can't do it in time. I put a shot into him, finished him, and the T-32 managed to push on to me. So now I'm down at 62% hit points, which is not bad, not really bad. And we're already doing 4k damage. Not the most, but not the least. I tried to shoot that T-32, but he hit his turret, goes on to me, and that Leopard PTA finishes him off. So that's it for this game. Let's look at the post results. Okay. Hang on, yeah, there. So here it is, the post results. 42,000 credits, 2,516 experience doubled. So it's actually a 1.1 thousand research point game, 1,100 research point game. I didn't make a loss without premium. I'm using standard account, and you can look at the details by yourself. Can comment on what you think about my gameplay and my game and the way I use this tank. Yeah, so next up we have gameplay using the 100mm gun. So here it is, 100mm gun. This is not this video really doesn't show what this tank with the 100mm gun is capable of. I just simply couldn't get a good replay with the 100mm gun because for some reason. Yeah, I'm trying to get this video up as soon as possible. I only played one game after I came right home from school. This is my daily double game. It's on Redshire, the famous camping map. Everyone camps on the hill. So yeah, it's a tier 9 game. We are top tier, as in tier 9, not as in top of the list, but we are still able to do quite a lot. This game is not excellent, as I said. I didn't do very well. I didn't do very well in this game. I did mediocre, okay, average. Why am I emphasizing the word average? Yeah, I think that's the way to put it. I did it like an average player. Didn't do too well, but didn't do too badly either. So now I'm going towards the A, B, there we C, D, A, B, C, D line. You actually see me come up to a spot for sniping. I don't know what I'm doing in my medium. That's why I said that this video doesn't justify what this tank is capable of with this 100mm gun, but nonetheless it shows you what it can do. You'll see its aiming time, the reload time, so on and so forth. So there's our M46 pattern. I think it's pattern, yeah, M46 pattern actually scouting for us. Our light tanks are actually staying behind us. That's very unusual. I don't normally see all these tier 9 volunteer really go out to scout for the team. So that's very rare, especially since it's in a tier 9. So there's there's a 50 there's a forge, not the 155, just a forge. Push right to him. I'm not sure whether it penetrated or not. Maybe it did, maybe it didn't. So I put another shot into him. Then there's the 7 seconds reload. It's quite quick. And yeah, there's this ELCA MX actually coming up my flank, but he actually didn't come up. He's just below the crest of the hill, so couldn't get shot to him. And that's a Black Prince. I actually managed to damage him, penetrated his armor, cause it's actually sloped down, so my shell actually penetrated his raw armor instead of taking account to his slope, and I put another shot into him and I managed to finish him off. So it's good so far. One kill for my team, 0 for the enemies. So I'm just basically waiting for targets to light up. I know I shouldn't be doing this in medium. I should actually be going around the flanks and everything, but yeah, didn't really play this tank to its pros, taking advantage of its mobility and such. So I'm actually just camping here. I should really not be doing this. I should really be helping them up in front. So yeah, Mr. ELC AMX is getting killed, and now there's the that forge again. Wait, is it? No, it's an ISU 152. Didn't manage to actually hit him. My shot missed, so that 50-100 AMX 50-100 managed to deliver the last blow and finished him off. I really really like that ISU for its BL10 derp gun, in your face sort of gun. I think I'll be probably going up that line soon, just to try out the BL10. Yeah. I'm actually pretty nervous, that's why I keep saying you won't mind. I hope you won't mind. Oh yeah, and this is my second commentary video. My first was the KV5, and this is my second. I hope you guys will continue supporting me. I mean, not supporting literally, but just give me a feedback or something like that, so I can improve on my gameplay and my commentary. I'm spotted. Back to the game. I'm actually spotted, but I have to go down the crest of this hill, so enemy couple is shot, fire at me. Oh yeah, and while I was in school, I actually checked that you in order to become a YouTube partner, which I really hope to become, but I don't think I'll achieve it anytime soon, but we'll just see how things go. Actually need 200 subscribers and 50,000 channel views. So yeah, so back to the game. There's an IS3, a shot, push on to him, damaged him, and now I'm retreating. Accidentally bumped into the M103, but no big deal. He's not aiming or firing or anything, so minor bump doesn't really matter. It also doesn't do any damage. And now there's this T69. I actually can aim him. I can actually aim at him. So I fire. Not sure whether my shot actually hit. And now I think somewhere around here, and SU-12244 put a shot at me and damaged me and damaged my tank, and also damaged my tracks, if I'm not wrong. And there's that forge. No, I'm getting confused with this small screen. Yeah, there's the SU-12244, which shot me and then penetrated my front. And there he is, shooting at me again. He has about the same reload time as me, just mine slightly faster. But I have the SU-12244, so I know his aiming time is around 7.5 seconds. Mine is actually 7 seconds dead. Near close to 7 seconds, actually 6.92 seconds. So yeah, I actually can fire faster than him. Yet he's the second highest damage output tank in the game. First being the tortoise with that tier 10 gun. So right now I'm just doing the medium tank thing, rushing down. Didn't make it quite in time to actually deliver the last blow into him. So now we did around 1000 damage, which is not really that good. I expect to do around 2000 damage every time I play this tank. I try my best to do as much damage as possible. You don't really need to get kills to help your team. The more damage you do, the more you're helping your team, because you actually bring the enemy to lower HP, which means that your ally can actually finish him off. So kills don't really matter. Damage is what's important. So now I'm firing at this T95. I'm trying to shoot that lower plate just underneath his gun. Didn't quite manage to do it. He actually turns his tank to face the object 704, thus exposing his sight. I fire into him, managed to penetrate 200 plus damage. Now right now the object 704 is actually in front of him. I don't want to shoot the object 704, so I am now trying to just track the T95, giving the 704 an opportunity to finish him off. So I just constantly fire at his tracks just to keep him tracked. So yeah, now all that's left is the enemy WZ-120. So I just move towards him. Not really move towards him, but I mean like accelerate at the speed of light. No, not really, not literally. I mean I'm traveling quite fast, around 60 kph towards him. I tried firing on the goal, but I missed both my shots. So yeah, I think that that object 704 finishes him off, and that's the end of the game. So that's the 100mm gun cannon for you. It's not really playing to its full potential, like I said many times already, but it's a good option if you are more towards flanking and circling rather than camping and sniping. So I got this Abrams medal. You can read the description yourself. 18,153 credits earned, 1,170 research points. So I'm actually quite low on the team list, below half. And well done to that object 704, which managed to do, if I'm not wrong, 5k plus damage, and thus rewarding him 1k research points. And that's my research points, and I actually lost credits. So you can take your time to see. So that's it for this video on the WZ-120. This has been the WZ-120 played by me. I hope you enjoyed my video. Don't forget to rate, comment and subscribe. This is my in-game name, and if you wish to play with me, you can send me a private message in-game. So yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.